Michael DeSilvis with New Hunter Church of Christ. I went over to my friend's house, the family over there. I love them very much. And we had a good time, Bible study and music and things. And I just want you to let me know what you think about this situation. I went over there and she made a rather peculiar statement to me. I've been going over there for almost 7 years now. And she's never made this statement before. But she comes off, and this person, she has a fascination like she has to be liked and have a lot of friends in order to feel important. And according to Jesus Christ, we don't necessarily have to be like that to feel popular. But some people feel the need that they always have to be in the spotlight because it makes them feel like they have self-worth and important because she's going through probably a midlife crisis. And that may be why she's doing that. Possibly may be connected with her hormones because it may be hormonal. But the thing is, and that may explain why she's being this way, why she made the comment she made yesterday to me. I was talking to her son, John, about teaching him about some karate moves and taekwondo moves because he's expressed some interest that he wants to learn some moves so he knows how to protect himself and his family from bad people. And I think it's good that he wants to learn that. I love him to death. He's like a son. I treat him like a son. And I really do. He's a really sweet young man. And he's really nice. And Jeremy, I think the world of him, and Stephen too. And I think the world of Beth Ann. I love her as a sister and as a daughter. I don't get to talk to her all that much because she's always out messing with her friends, and it's just really weird because this has been happening the last couple months. I don't know if it's a teenage thing. I think it's something that Sean is doing because she feels guilty that she can't spend more time with her friends. Well, she sees her friends, I hate to tell you, every day of the week during school time, and she sees them after school. So she has plenty of time to social interact with her friends. So I don't think she's short in that department. Now, of course, Beth Ann may tell you she is because she wants to run the show. And you have to tell her bossiness because that's where she gets it from. Her mother's that way too. And I'll tell you why when I'm getting to it. Because she made a rather interesting comment to me. She said, "I'm so tired of you. Every time you come over, every time it's time to go, and when I say it's time to go, you don't get ready to go right away. You always lollygag around, and I'm so tired of this. Your behavior, is you just don't seem like you have any concept of my time, and that I'm giving you a ride, and when I say it's time to go, you just need to go and not, continue talking, and that you need to just break up the conversation. Like I've done something wrong, like I'm a child. No, what was happening is me and him were having a conversation, me and John, and I was finishing up. I already had my coat on, and I had my shoes on. I just wasn't walking out the door like she wanted to. Like she wanted me to jump up high, see how high I need to go, like she's a sergeant, like controlling, because she is sort of controlling. I didn't jump up high, and I'm like, well, I'm talking to your son because we're both having this conversation. I'm getting finished. I'm finishing up here, but let me finish, and we'll be ready to go here, okay? And then she got mad at Stephen because he was on my tablet playing Temple Run. And he was on there, not just got on there, he was on there for a while. After we got finished eating, he was on there for about 15 minutes, while I was in there talking to John and talking to Charlie. And then he left and went upstairs. And then Sean goes and makes this off-the-wall comment. She was on the phone she talked to like 4 people, and she was on the phone probably about 80% of the time after the Bible study. She wasn't really talking to us. She was in the other room talking to somebody on the phone for 45 minutes or so. She had like 2-3 different calls. And I thought it was really, really strange. Then she makes a comment at me, and she's like mad. She had anger in her voice. And then she's like wondering why she loses friends. Because what happens is she gets mentally worn down. She's got too many friends, and then they wear her down because they take away from her time, and she feels bad because she's not spending it with her family or children. And then instead of realizing that maybe I need to not talk so much to these people since they like to talk a lot on the phone, and they're taking up so much time, that is, she needs to cut that time in half. And, the friends that are like this, they'll understand that you don't need to call them every day. I'm not saying she's doing that, but you don't have to wonder why they don't call you every day. And it may be because maybe the way you act, you have an attitude with them, and you talk arrogant to them like you were to me, and you're telling me because you give me a ride that you feel obligated that I should conform to whatever you want me to do by changing my attitude and my personality when I've been always this way, and that's totally wrong. You don't treat people like that. That's disrespectful and wrong to do. People who are controlling, though, they see it other ways that I'm wrong and I'm disrespectful because I'm encroaching on the time. And, from Sean's point of view, well, I'm giving the ride, so you ought to do what I say when I say it. And that's not how you are with people. Because, if she was like that to me, I would stop coming over there, and I'm probably going to stop going over there because that was very rude and disrespectful. And I told her that tonight. I said, well, I'll remember that next time when you're in the store talking to everybody about Jesus and we're there for 30 or 40 minutes later than we need to be, or when I got other things to do and you just want to sit around talking about stuff when I don't really have a lot of time and I'm losing business sometimes because of it. I'll be real rude and short with you. And she goes, oh, wait, well, I'll see you later. Good night. And she hung up the phone because she got mad. She didn't want to talk about it. See, it's all right for controlling people to make a statement because it's okay for them, but when you criticize them, they don't like it. And that's basically how she responded with that attitude and hung up the phone. But I hope to God and pray that she'll think about it and realize that she's wrong and that she should say she's sorry. But a lot of controlling people won't say they're sorry. They always think of some excuse to justify to try to get out of the way they acted by saying and explaining it another way to try to put it on you. So we'll see how she acts. If she's really a friend, she'll admit that she was wrong, but probably she won't because controlling people have a hard time doing that. And we'll see. That's why she loses friends. And she's going to lose me as a friend if it keeps going on because I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not going to change my behavior or my personality for nobody. I don't care if she gives me a ride or she stands on her head and spins around because she talks to her friends, about Jesus, and we're there for many times, for hours and hours and hours. I mean, we're there, not hours and hours, but for 45 minutes sometimes, and I'll be sitting there waiting in the foyer for her, when I'm done shopping and my food's getting warm, and I want to get home before 4:30, and I ask her that, and she's like, doesn't even pay me no mind, but do I get mad? No, because I know she likes to mingle and talk to people because she wants to, tell people about Jesus, and I think that's wonderful. But the way she's acting towards me when she says that I need to drop what I'm doing when I say it's time to go, and I'm tired of you doing this, and I want you to change. I want you to change your behavior. That's the word she used, which is not something that you do. I want you to break that habit, and it's not a habit. This is just my personality, and I felt really offended by that because she's trying to tell me I need to change the way I am, which is totally wrong. It's not the way Christ would be. And if she's going to continue being that way, I don't want to be over there. Because it's like I don't feel appreciated. I felt really disrespected. I felt like I was, just treated rather rudely. And it's just, if, she's talking to too many people and it's just too many friends she's got. That's why I made the comment about her having too many friends. Like I said, when you pray that prayer that you want more friends in your life, be careful what you pray for because I don't think she can handle all these friends because they stress her out. And it just is too much for her. Because it takes a lot of time and energy, and then it keeps you from doing what you need to do here at the home with your family and with your children. So you have to balance that. If you can't balance that, then you need to stop talking on the phone so much. You still have the friends, but just, just kind of keep it for so many minutes. And then when it's time to go, you go. Because you got other things that you got to do in life that are responsibly, that you have to take care of that are in your family, that you need to address, that are more important. And when you're on the phone, you can't do that because you try to be multitasking and you can't be, then that's why you get mad because you feel like, you want to get these things done that you set out to do. I know what it is. That's why she snapped at me the way she did because she was worn down from talking to all these people about a lot of things. And it does wear you down. But that's why you need to take a break from that. And if somebody doesn't call you back right away, you don't need to get mad at that either. She says she gets this real pet peeve of her. She gets really mad when people don't return her calls right away, if they don't call her in a few days. I say, well, some people don't like to talk every day. Some people might not only talk to you maybe once a month. It's not because they don't like you. It's just they have different temperaments. And, yeah, I wouldn't like that if they're a real friend. They wouldn't do that. They would talk to you a lot more, and that's what I said. But some people, if they don't want to talk to you but once a month or they don't want to talk to you maybe 7 or 8 weeks, then just consider them more like an acquaintance. Still be friendly to them when they email you or call you or however they communicate with you or see you. But, don't let it be personal. Don't take it personal because you're going to lose friends that way because some people are that way. And I said, you need to be more, this is what I told my friend Sean, that you need to be more hospitable to everybody's personality temperaments. And you need to have patience and understanding. I was always this way. I've always been this way with your kids. I'm not lollygagging. I find that very rude and insensitive for her to make that comment. And I find that not Christian or godly, and I don't think it was something that she should have made, because I've not done nothing wrong. I'm just talking to her kids because they're talking to me, and I don't think I should have to stop talking right when it's time to go because she says it's time to go. Because I was all ready. It's just that I didn't jump right away like lightning, but that's what she wanted me to do, because her time is more valuable than mine, as the way she put it, and that I don't have no concept or value of time, which is not true. She's just being selfish, thinking about herself more so, because she's tired from talking to all his friends. Because she said, she admitted it to me. Yeah, I was talking to them, and it was rather mad and stressful. I said, well, maybe you need to cut down the time. She says, no, it's not that. I said, yeah, it is, because you can't handle this. It's taking too much energy out of you, and it's making you be mean to people who you shouldn't be mean to, who have been here, who really have been here, really a friend to you, like you're doing to me. And that's why you snapped at me, is because of that. So it's just a warning. If things are like that, you need to take a break and really think about things and reevaluate things, and not go after people because of the way their personality is. Because I've always been this way, where I talk to people and stuff. I'm not lollygagging. This is my personality. God loves me the way I am, and if you don't love me the way I am, then I don't need to be there. And I won't go there. I won't come over on Sundays anymore. I don't need somebody talking to me really smart and really rude and disrespectful. So anyway, that's my thing about it. And because you're overworked, you run down, you're talking to 4 or 5 people on the phone, you're not really talking to me that much, And then when she comes to me, she's tapping on my knee and says, saying it's ready to eat, it's time to eat. And I don't know why she did that, because she was on the phone, but she wasn't on the phone talking to somebody. She could have just told me that, because I'm over there. And when you have guests over, you should spend more time with your guest instead of talking to every Tom, Dick, and Harry on the phone about the Lord. You can do that every day of the week. But, when other people are over your house entertaining them, you should take more of them as a priority, and then talk to those other people, call them back later, or the next day when you have time to do so. So anyway, that's how I would do it. But anyway, that's just my thing, and I like to know what you think. Donate, subscribe down below this video, tell people about us. I love you. Peace. Stay strong in the Lord. Shalom. Bye for now.